Jodie, thank you for coming and sitting down with me today, and well, have a little chat about why we do what we do,
No problem.
the state of our country, and a few other things I expect we'll chat now. Don't be nervous. It's only me and you here, and we've spoken loads of times. So yeah,
Sure.
just feel free to say what's on your heart, really. But I did want to start this because a lot of people kind of attack us,
Yep.
and we're just like, I'm a glass cutter, you're a mother that owns her own business, and we never planned on this kind of life, did we?
No, not at all. No.
You wrote a song recently, didn't you? That's kind of gone out there and gone a bit
A little bit mad, yeah.
little bit mad, isn't it? So,
Yep, I did indeed.
how do you feel about that? And do you feel that?
I feel happy, yeah. It's funny that it's gone so far because, yeah, I didn't expect that. Like, I really didn't. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I've done music since I was really young. And, yeah, I didn't ever expect to be writing political music. Ever. Literally. So, yeah, I just thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a shot, see what happens. And then, yeah, and there you go. Now we've got no war, invasion. I do plan on doing more. It's just so hard with all the kids and stuff. Like, the house is hardly ever quiet. So, recording is just a nightmare.
Yeah.
It really is. There's screaming children in the background, and you can just imagine.
But you were pretty much like me. You was never like a political person. Like growing up, politics
No,
wasn't like the forefront of your mind, was it? Or
no,
same as
absolutely
me.
not.
It was only till really we started to see, I don't know, certain things change and certain cultures and communities start saying things to us that we was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think it's part of this like massive awakening that's going on. It was 2020. That's when I started my awakening journey, and I started to realize the world is not what it seems. Yeah, and yeah, it's just blown my mind how deceived we are, lied to, manipulated. Especially by like obviously mainstream media and things like that. Um, yeah, it was like just had this wall just completely gone from my sight. I could just clearly see everything, and I was like, whoa, it's mind blowing, and it's such a roller coaster to go through as well, isn't it?
Because we know each other like off camera and that. We've seen you at a few events now, and
Yeah,
I've messaged you and benched you basically, didn't I? I said to you like, you know,
yeah,
look, young lady, ta
ma'am.
yeah, take a breath. You know what I mean? Because you're going full bore, and I understand. Like, I'm just as worried for my children as you, but
Mm,
you know, for people that have just decided, right, we're going to get on camera, we're going to be brave, we're going to try and have a voice in this madness that's going on. And none of us want to be a Tommy Robinson or anything like that. We're not looking for fame or anything like that. We just want a secure future for our children. That's all we're looking for.
yeah, that's it.
So, how do you find when the left are calling us the names they like to call us?
Um, Obviously it's irritating, and at first it's really hard to deal with. But in the end, they all just say the same things. It gets repetitive and boring, and they never back what they say as well. So it's like you say, okay, well, what makes me racist? What makes me far right? What makes me a fuck? What makes me this? But they go, oh, Nazi's the new one. That's
Yeah,
quite a
they love
yeah,
that,
oh,
don't they?
Nazi. But they don't back what they're saying. They just start waffling about a load of other rubbish. And you go, but you're not back. You haven't actually come with any sort of evidence. Okay, what have I said that's racist? They can't tell. Oh, we said about the boat people. Yes, there's undocumented males coming into our country. That is actually quite alarming. That if there's parents that aren't alarmed by that, I'm alarmed by the fact that they aren't alarmed. It's like, yeah, it's mad. I can't understand the left mindset. I really can't. It's just so funny because they think that we're the ones brainwashed. They think that we're the ones, I just, yeah, it's just so strange. I just do not understand it.
Yeah, well, I remember up 28th, we were marching with the survivors of the grooming gangs, and
Yeah,
it was silent. At first, there was a bit of chanting and that, but once we told people, the girls wanted a silent march.
people were behaved. I thought actually, considering there's a lot of football people there, do you know what I mean? They were good considering, really
Yeah,
good. Even though we had the what they call Antifa there
yeah, yeah.
trying to distract them all. It was going, come on, just stay focused. Just stay. It's like a test, isn't it? It's like a test in us.
But it's hard because, like, if you understand, like, our government is kind of trying to open the gateways to chaos.
Yes,
So
provoke.
then they
Yeah,
can roll in their oh well, we'll have 15-minute cities. Everyone will have a social credit score. We'll all be nice and safe guys, you know.
yep,
And it's hard, isn't it? Because you want to fight the evil on your streets that you can blatantly see every
yeah,
day with the hotels and things like this that's going on.
yeah,
You know, the rape gangs, as I like to call them, not grooming gangs.
yeah.
You
Because they
know,
are. That's exactly what they're doing.
yeah, and
Men, women, and children.
I don't care. There was even a boy, a young boy, the other day, 14-year-old lad that got raped. You know,
Oh,
so
mate.
and you know, I don't care about colour, creed, religion, or anything like that. You know, we know that there was the grooming gangs in Manchester, the white guys, and there
Yeah,
was
yeah. And it's not like we don't recognise it. And this is what really pisses me off. Oh, you know, the statistics on the white, this and that, blah blah blah. And it's like, but no one is denying that. No one is. We are concerned. Like, what's your solution then? Add more.
yeah,
Add more rapists.
yeah.
That'll solve the problem. Let's bring more in from other countries on boats. That's a
That's it.
great idea. I
We
don't understand it.
we all know we have our Jimmy Saviles out there in our society that
Yes.
have a problem, shall we say? Right?
Yeah.
We know this. It's a fact of life.
Yeah, of course.
So
Fucking weirdos everywhere.
yeah.
In
So
every race.
why are we going to keep importing more of that? Why are we going to let you know? I was explaining to you. I've spoken to some of these people that try and cancel these young men when they've come off the boats and the dinghies, and some of the stuff that's happened to them. You know, it's no wonder they're coming over with a certain ideology and a certain way of thinking because
Because I don't think it's wrong.
no,
It's normal to them.
yeah,
This is the trouble. Yeah, but we're civilized over here, and that is uncivilized behaviour.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, the government know exactly what they're doing. And it's so annoying that the left, they can't see that.
Us,
It's like, oh,
us British used to be very good at being unapologetic.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We're stronger.
You know,
We are strong inside. It's like,
yeah.
it's like it's like we've forgotten who we are. It's like we need to remember who we are. You know, bring it back.
You know, like don't get me wrong, our hyperpower, because it is the first and only hyperpower. People like to say the British Empire, but it wasn't. It was a hyperpower, and it was the first and only one in human history. So that's get that on the internet. Um, but yeah, look, I'm not saying we went over with rainbow flags and we were being, you know, it was the times back then. It was ruthless times, but us
Yeah.
British common people suffered just as much as the rest of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. No, but they like to leave all that information
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
like rope ganging. Like people don't know. Us British, if we got too drunk in a pub, you'd be whacked over the back of the head. Next thing you'd know, you'd wake up on a ship and you're under the British Navy and you're off to God knows where, never been to sea before in your life. And now you are literally fighting to stay alive.
Yeah.
And that is it, you know.
Yeah.
And they just think that we were like this organised gang that all went round going, right, yeah. You know, and it wasn't even our royal family either. It was the East Indian Trading Centre that did most of the nefarious stuff behind the monarchy's back.
Yeah.
What do you think about our monarchy?
Not much. To be honest with you, I don't think much of them at all. I'm on these people. I don't like them because of the whole Diana situation. I believe they murdered her. That's what I believe. It's just, yeah, and I believe she was a good woman. I don't believe she was this evil woman that they portrayed her to be. And it's just watching her interview. Have you seen her interview like that? Yeah, just like the things that she was saying that they didn't like her and they wanted rid of her. She knew. It's almost like she knew what was coming.
Well,
Yeah,
she
for
always
that. And
she always destroyed the
Prince Andrew, obviously, it's
yeah.
all covering each other up, and it's just messed up. They're not, you know. I just, yeah, I'm done with it. I'm not interested in monarchy. It's not for me.
See me.
Just gutting because it's annoying because I know people love England because of kings and queens and all of that, but I just wish that we had something of that to be proud of. I just don't feel like.
But we've had many kings and queens in history that have been nefarious and bad and all the rest of it. But our people have always rised up against them.
Yeah.
That's how our Magna Carta was
stronger.
formed. You know, we always rise up against the tyranny of the people above. And I just believe, you know, maybe the modernisation of the world with the TVs, computers and all the
It's
other
all
distractions,
distractions. Yeah.
we've kind of been a bit distracted, you know.
Of
We've
course we
been,
are.
yeah, you know, EastEnders, Coronation Street.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't miss that.
Dramas. Yeah, look anywhere other than over here at what we're doing.
Exactly, you know.
Please don't pay attention to this.
But I think, yeah, like you said earlier, there has been a mass awakening now, and not just in Britain, but you see it right across Europe.
Everywhere, even America's got our back.
Yeah. Well, I saw
Like,
New Zealand doing the old haka the other day against Islam and all this. You know what I mean? So it's worldwide.
yeah, of course it is. Everyone sees it. I think everyone's gutted. They, a lot of people like England. They like not just England. Sorry, the United Kingdom. They love us. You know what I mean, as a whole, and they don't want to see us fall.
No.
They really don't. We don't want to see us fall, but like we was talking about earlier as well, like it's about empowering the people, and that's what we've got. That's our job.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and like we say, we get caught up in all the negativity and things like that. But when you're constantly having yourself involved in negativity and listening to negativity, it makes you feel negative. So yeah, we've got to look at the positives, and positives at the moment are that everyone is standing up, everyone is rising. They're going outside these hotels. They're not taking it anymore. The people have had enough. Yeah, these parents are so pissed off.
Yeah.
You know,
25 towns and cities across England last weekend had people outside them by the hundreds. You know.
And that makes me feel.
Yeah.
It makes me feel stronger seeing them.
Yeah.
Like yes, they're finally starting to realise they're getting up and they're saying, right, I'm doing something about this.
Yeah.
And that's what we need from our people. Is to just empower them and get them strong and realise, because they are strong. You are really strong. It's just reminding you, you, because as well in society, I noticed all the things they do to make you feel insecure, and insecure, it makes you weak. When you love yourself, truly, because I had to learn self-love. I hated myself for a long time. I really did. I went through mad mental health. I was not okay for a long time. It's only been the past couple of years I've been getting back to myself again. But I come back with mad power. Yeah, because I wasn't this strong before. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know who I was before.
But people forget you can't learn or do anything without failing or coming against some kind of diversity, because that's how you learn.
It is.
You know, that's how, you know, now. I found when I first started this, the Muslim community, they would call me gammon. Now,
yeah, I get that. I get called that.
I was quite naive at first because I'd never really, as a white person, and experienced any kind of racism or anything like this. You know, not like maybe I'm ignorant or whatever it was, but it took me like, I don't know, 20, 30 lives being spammed gammon over and over again before someone in the chat went, because I actually said like, what is this gammon business?
Yeah, what's this gammon?
It's because you're white, Andy. It's because you're white. And I was like, oh, so I look like a bit of gammon. So then I thought, well, if you're going to play that game, I went off to my fridge, got a big slab of gammon out of it. I drew a face on the plastic on the outside, and I did my life with that. It soon stopped because I didn't get emotional over it. I thought, well, if you want to play that silly, I'll get my twin brother out and we'll do the life together. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it just stopped. But then when it comes to, I find most of our community, their community, it is a real lack of ignorance that is going on at the moment.
Yeah.
And people are, they're watching a 30-second clip. They're building up this whole world around that 30-second clip. Because me and you experienced it when we were coming back on the 28th. You were kind enough to give me a lift home. We were walking through London.
Yeah.
Now, 90% of them people walking through, just getting on with their lives, weren't they?
Yeah.
White, brown, black, it didn't matter. They were all just walking about, getting on with their lives. And I said to you at the time, it's so easy to get wrapped up in this thought that there's chaos everywhere, you know, and it's madness everywhere, because there are a hell of a lot of good people out there.
Yeah, of course there is. Yeah, absolutely. You get your good and bad. I found in this life it's all about balance. And you get your good and your bad. And you're not going to have one without the other. And that's just clearly how this is. This place, wherever the fuck we are, whatever this life is about. Yeah, that's what I've come to. It's all balance. Everything's balanced, and I think things are really unbalanced now, and that's the problem. Do you know what I mean? It's getting crazy. We shouldn't be losing places. You know, like Birmingham, Bradford, or like what is happening? Like it's not on at all.
Them communities, they like to gather up, and like you've seen me.
It's not integration, is it?
No, but like you've seen me on my lives, I have like battled with the Muslim community. Well, the ones on the internet, obviously,
Yeah.
not all of them. But and I've said to them like, come to these events.
Yeah.
Come in your hundreds and thousands. If you are really against the grooming gangs and all this nefarious stuff, the government and all that, then turn up.
Yeah.
If you turn
Where
up
are
in
you?
if you turn up in your hundreds and thousands, I'm stood there with my camera and go, oh look, the Muslim community, the good side of the Muslim, I'm not on about the
Yeah.
extremists.
Yeah.
I'm on about the good ones because most of you Muslims are good. We all understand and acknowledge that.
Yeah, especially the ones that like have grown up here and they just live as we do.
Yeah.
That's integration.
Yeah.
But it's the ones that they live and they want to keep it as it's an Islamic country.
Yeah.
It's not an Islamic country. This is England. Do you know what I mean? This is the United Kingdom. And it's just it would be rude. It would be rude for me to go over there and act like I'm in England.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's not respectful. And that's what we're asking. We're not asking for much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like we're in Dover now recording this, and literally 500 yards up the road, a few weeks ago, a black doctor was walking down a road. It's a big road in Dover.
Yeah.
And the community, a certain community, had seen him walking up and down, and they approached him and said that he's going to have to start to pay jizya. Yeah, because they've noticed that he lives in the area, and it's only that he's lucky he's a big, strong African man. He turned around and said, and run them off. And then went to work and was telling but this is 2025 we're talking about. So, yeah. And this is the worrying thing. And I say this to the Muslim community as well. If you think that these extreme Muslims are going to come over here and then find your Muslim communities, they are going to expect you to back them 100%. And if you start questioning them,
show whose fucking side you're on.
Yeah, then you're going to be in worse trouble than what we are. Yeah. Because they expect us to be kafirs or whatever it's called. But you're expected to be loyal to Islam. Yeah. So you were going to have to fall in line, otherwise these extremists are going to turn on you as well. It's as simple as that.
That's a frightening thought, actually.
Yeah. So it's as much of a problem to their community as it is ours. The good Muslims that have...
Well, as well, a lot of people come over to get away from it. That's the thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How can it be, I'm sorry, but how can it be the religion of peace if they come over here to get away from it? You know what I mean? And I've seen someone say that in a video. They said that they come here to get away from it and that they don't freaking want it here. So it's just...
I've got Muslim hairdressers, like literally sat with them yesterday, and I was saying I'm going to do this with you.
Yeah.
They call me Mr. TikTok when I walk in there. Yeah. Oh, here comes Mr. TikTok. They go. Well, I told them yesterday, no, TikTok, no more. It's like I'm Instagram now. Like they call me Mr. Instagram now.
Instagram man.
Yeah. And
Instaman.
Yeah, I was telling them blah blah, and they were like, yeah, we don't want this. And I was saying to them, come up on the 13th, come up with me, show, this isn't just. And obviously, the crowd is going to be majority white because we're a majority white country. So I would expect that. But yeah, we need to see all communities there on the 13th, don't you think?
Yes, good, yeah, absolutely, of course.
Because it ends the race bait argument, doesn't it? When we all stood there together.
It's absolutely racist. It's just an expired card. I hate the race card.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a word, and that's what it's become. It's become empty and useless and pointless now because it's like when people are generally actually being racist and really unfair, it's just empty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's been so overused. It's destroying the words and the meaning.
Exactly. Really I've got a black man. I hate to say that as well. I should just be able to say his name without explaining that he's a black man. But
it's stupid.
His name's Enoch, and he was round my house the other day, and we were messing around, and I needed something from down the shop, and he said, "Oh, I'll run down there for you." And as a joke, my friend gave me this printed thing. He printed it out. It's a white privilege card. And as I was going to get the money out of the cupboard, I saw it, and I turned to him. I went, "No, just give this to the guy, and you can pick anything from the shop for free." And he looked at the card and went, "What's this?" I went, "And you had a white privilege, man." And he just threw the card at me and went, "Get stuff." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, so it's just people have got to lighten up, haven't they? It's not a bad thing to debate, to question.
Well, that's the thing, though. People, what I find, it's over the left and stuff, they don't actually want to debate, and when they do, it's very
Emotional.
Yeah, and it's things you can't. Sometimes they make it hard to answer things. The things it's all they set you up.
Yeah.
They set you up to fail when
Yeah.
and it's like this isn't really a debate, then, is it? It's like you've made your mind up about me already.
Yeah.
You haven't come into this open minded. You've come into this with only your views, this tunnel view,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's where you're attacking me. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing. You're not coming here to debate me and say straight up facts and things like that because I haven't fucking got any. That's what it is, and that's why they do it. Yeah, I'm. But honestly, like I say, I've got to the point. I'm done on my journey of awakening people. I am not doing it anymore. I'm not wasting my time. I honestly do believe that there's people that are meant to wake up and there's people that isn't, sadly. And I know it's hard because that can be family, friends, people you're really close to, and that fucking sucks. And that is the bottom line and the truth. That's my opinion. That's what I feel. But what I am doing, as you know, I'm trying to get the patriots together. I'm trying to get the people together that do feel the same way, that are fed up and everything. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to build the patriots community. Because we all need to come together.
It's exactly how everyone started. It's how Tommy started. It's how any YouTube started. The Patriot YouTube started. It's just when people say to me like, "Oh, how do you grow your following and how do you do this?" and
Be real.
I haven't got a clue.
I've been myself since day one.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be anything other than myself. This is me. Like.
Yeah. I don't like I have the tech guys as well reach out. Oh, you should use this app and you should do that. I say, well, read the title of my thing. It's Real Brits, Real Talk.
Real.
The minute I start editing and start using this fancy app and start using filters and do it, it's no longer real. Yeah. Like the footage will be raw. The actions will be raw.
You get other people at the other end of the scale as well, where they put their absolute everything and their money and this into everything, and they still don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So it just shows it's about you. People like you as a person. Well, this is what I get told. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
your realness, and
See, my channel's a bit. I don't know. Some people might follow my, my face on there. What I say, they go, "Oh, I like what he's got to say," and I'll get a few followers. But I put things up, about the immigrants and blah blah boats and things like this.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy, I am not scared to advertise Tommy. If it gets my channel taken down, so what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is. But I'm not scared to advertise him. I get a lot of stick for that. But that
you do. Yeah, we all do. But you do get used to it. You do get used to all like the lefties attacking you and the trolls. But the thing is, a lot of them are just fake accounts. I mean, you press on and they've got no profile picture, no followers, no like, no nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just they're sad, aren't they? The trolls are so sad. I actually pity them a little bit. But what's so shit about your life? You've got to come in here and start being like that.
And the thing,
honestly, come on.
Yeah, it gets
me.
Something
better to do.
I've got one guy. Well, I've got a few guys on it. Every post got something to say. Got something to say. And I look, and they're following me, and I'm like, so you only follow me so you can come onto my post to be negative and to say this and to say that. Like, how sad must your life be?
Well, and I believe when you're being negative, you are negative. So you can't be negative. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you're ruining your own life.
Exactly.
It's weird
just
to me.
Swimming in this pool of pity, and it's just like there's no need for it.
What is it in your life that's so utterly shit that you have to come to the internet and try and ruin everyone's day?
Well, people come, well, what have you ever experienced, Dan? And I read off like 5 things that happened to me before I was 16, and they're like, all right. You know what I mean? It's like, I've lived a life, you know what I mean? I haven't just decided to come on here and, I have actually lived a life. Some bad, some good, whatever. It's been a life.
Yeah.
So
I think mine's like opposite now because I've been having my 20s because I was having children and with my husband, and I think like now my life's starting now. So like yes, I'm here. Missuskent is about to experience life. Yeah, like I've gone from like being in my house, just like being with my kids all the time, and now to this massive world, and it's like wow, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much, and like I've always been really passionate. Well, since I woke up in 2020, I've been passionate. I've always wanted to post because I've got something to say, and I need people to hear me. Do you know what I mean? Because I know there's people out there that feel the same. Well, there is. Here we are.
Exactly. Like it's not even. The first time I put my face on camera, my heart pounding.
It is nerve-wracking.
Here we go, and then you just get the people that just want to make the personal attacks on your face or or your speech.
They're just trying to plant insecurities. That's what that is. Recognise that, though, people. Yeah. Just call them straight out on that behaviour. That's what I do now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't absorb it. Honestly, don't. Yeah, observe, don't absorb.
That's
That's
it.
a good one.
That's it. What
Yeah.
did I did a video yesterday. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, and I
But
love
then
that.
you use your voice to amplify your actions. I've never heard that
Yes.
second part before. And yeah, like things like that. So what awoken me was a phrase: "Why are we the only species on this planet that pays to live?"
I know.
Now I heard that about, I don't know, about 8 years ago, and I'm telling you, it destroyed my work life. It destroyed everything.
It changes something
Yeah,
in your head,
it
doesn't it?
destroyed. I could not go to work and be happy anymore, knowing that I am the only species on this earth that is paying to live. It drove me insane.
Because we can be manipulated, yeah.
Yeah.
Really manipulated. Yeah, it's like I didn't come here to work, pay bills, and die.
Yeah.
That can't be it.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
can't be life's only purpose. No,
That's
come
it.
on, no.
Yeah, there's
That's
got
not
to be
it.
more out there.
There is more, yeah, 100%.
So like I say to blokes, when you was a kid, you always thought you was going to grow up one day, and you was either going to be Spider-Man, Superman, like something was going to happen, and you was going to get special powers, like,
Yeah.
and you was going to become a superhero. Now, every male has thought this at some point in his life.
Well, you're all thinking.
Yeah, and some of us to this day still think we're waiting for it to happen. So we're still waiting.
It's gonna happen.
But your time has come to be the hero. Like your country needs you now more than any time in your life.
Purpose.
Yeah, this is your superhero moment. So put your cape on and turn up on the 13th of September.
That's it.
You know
come
what I
on,
mean?
heroes. Come on, warriors.
That's it. We just.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
I really hope that, and I don't care if I'm one of them. I don't get to the stage or get to any of the screens because London is that packed. You can't get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, say 200,000 people can fit in the straight that Tommy's got. Let's say that 500,000 turn up, 300,000 can't even get to that stage. But it doesn't matter.
No.
Because there's 500,000 of you there.
Yeah.
And you have shut London down and you have shown the world, like, and we all know that mainstream media are not going to show it, but us YouTubers
I think they'll have to this time. I think it's going to be that big that mainstream media will have to cover it.
Well, GB News will most
They'll be trying to hide it. They'll be on the other end. They'll be trying to, oh no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
GB News will most probably show it. But,
I hope so.
Yeah.
I was a bit gutted with GB News for not covering the 28th. Got to be honest, I was a bit pissed off over that. But they did turn up King Square the other weekend, so I was quite happy to see them there. That was good, yeah.
But the thing is, they did turn up to a protest down here last year, and I actually got it on film. It's on my Instagram. I watched GB News interview two women that have had migrants run from a beach in Dover, kick their doors in, and demand a phone to ring a number that they've been given up by the gangs on the French side. Now, I watched them interview. I actually filming them, and I went on GB News and I waited, and they never showed that interview.
Really?
Yeah, never showed it. And I even told the bloke I was slashed in the neck, 500 yards down there.
I didn't know
Wasn't
that.
interested. Yeah, that's why I got that scar there.
Oh shit.
That was Britannia pub just down the road there.
This man has lived.
Yeah.
Wow, that is an experience.
I saved a girl from 4 Romanian. It wasn't just me. My friend did help as well. Tony, shout out to Tony.
That's Tony.
He was the brave one because to this day I never actually saw the knife. So the full story is, girl come running around the corner screaming and crying. 4 Romanians were chasing her. They just tried grabbing her and dragging her down an alleyway. She managed to get away. I'm stood outside the pub with a snake biting black, having my girlfriend at the time, mate, and his girlfriend are in the pub. I'm having a cigarette outside. She comes running down. I know her. I ask her what's the matter. She starts to tell me. They come running round the corner. I had a few by now. So I said, right, I said, which one grabbed you? To her. And she pointed to one. I went, you're coming with me. And I grabbed him. Anyway, he started swinging. So he started talking in his language, Romanian, shouting stuff and swinging. So me and him get into it. Now, I didn't realise to this day that he had a knife in his hand. My mate actually saw what was going on, come running out the pub, and he shouted, "And!" I looked down, and there was just blood everywhere. I look in the shop window, and I've got a little nick here, a little nick on my lip, and I saw my whole neck just opened up. So, cut a long story
You're
short,
scared.
nah, that enraged me. My mate's got him on the floor at this time. Some stuff happened. He spent longer in hospital than I did, having his side of his face rebuilt. I actually went to a taxi
Wow.
office just round the corner from here and got a taxi up to the hospital, Dover Hospital. Dover said there's nothing we can do here. It's too deep. You need, and they got me an ambulance to Ashford.
So what you're telling me? So even though he slit your throat, you're still going into him?
Yeah.
Shame.
I didn't wait for, and then I went to the taxi office, and it's Saturday night, right? So he's there. It's 10 o'clock
He's
at
getting
night.
excited now. He's getting excited.
He's got his newspaper. This is the funniest bit I found. He's got his newspaper and he's reading his newspaper. And I walk in, I've got a big fucking wad of tissue here.
I believe that.
And my girlfriend at the time's there. And I say, "Yeah, mate, can I have a taxi, please, to the hospital?" And he just like, yeah, Saturday night, 10 o'clock. Don't think so, mate. And laughed at me. And I went, "Excuse me, mate." And he looked up and I just showed him. And he, oh. Phil, get ready. You found a taxi like that then. Yeah, got me up to Dover. Dover sent me to Ashford. 12 stitches, 5 internally, 7 on the outside. And they said if it had been half a mil to the left, yeah, I would have bled out. Right.
What actual hero?
Yeah, but he got 8.5 years for that in prison.
Well, you and what was his name?
Tony.
Tony. You and Tony are heroes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tony more braver than me. I always say this because, like I say, I never actually knew I was fighting a guy with a knife.
Yeah.
He did. He saw me and jumped in. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we both did the right thing that day. But I always say, like, he was a bigger man than me because he actually knew what he was facing. You know, I just thought, I even said in court to the jury and that, I was having fun. He was throwing a punch. I was throwing 2 back and landing. It was only till my mate Tony said to me, Andy, like, you know what I mean? And then that's when it all changed. But yeah,
but wow, do you know what? Like, you could have saved lives that night, really, because what would have happened if you guys weren't there? Those girls, do you know what I mean? Yeah,
well, there was just one girl, Donna, her name was. I'll never forget her. It's like she was only 14, 15 at the time, and it just happened to be in the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? And see, this is why I understand Tommy Robinson so much as well, because this happened before there were internet apps. Like Facebook was maybe around at that time, but there was no internet people as such. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I suppose something happened to his cousin, and he used the internet to wake up. Now maybe that's something I maybe should have done years ago. I don't know, but maybe. Right, Joe, we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, and thank you for coming, though. I really appreciate it.
That's all right. No, thanks for having me. It's been really nice.